welcome! My name is Jocelyn, this is my channel, and today we are going to be talking about some things I bought during the VIB sale. And fair warning, I spent a lot. I spent a lot of money. But as a disclosure, or maybe just to make myself feel a little better, I save up for the VIB sale at Sephora. There are a lot of things that I hold off on purchasing, particularly skincare and foundations, until the sale comes around. So this is a lot of stocking up on some things. There's a few things in here that I just wanted to try, and there's some makeup that I've been wanting to try. Those are kind of my more splurge items, but I mean, let's not really chat too much about that. So yes, I spent a lot of money. These are the things I bought during the Sephora VIB sale. I am a Sephora VIB Rouge, not exactly something to be proud of if you are trying to be a conscious consumer, but nonetheless, I am a Sephora VIB Rouge, so I was able to shop the first weekend of the sale, and that's where I got everything that I'm about to show you. I did place 2 orders online, and then I also picked up some stuff in stores, so I'm going to be sharing all of that with you. I have received all of the products. I will also say that there are 2 items that I was gonna purchase, and they were items by Tarte, but at the same time the Tarte website was doing 25% off. I think it was 25, 20, 25, one of those 2, and so it just made more sense to buy those items on that website because I also qualified for free shipping. What I didn't realize was how long that was gonna take, because I ordered those items I think the 10th, and they're getting here tomorrow. That's enough rambling. Let me go ahead and get started. So starting off with the heaviest item that I picked up during the sale, and this is a hair care product. This is the DEVACURL 1 conditioner original and no poo original, and okay, this is not gonna come out. This is the super cream. I use these products when I leave my hair natural and curly, and it was cheaper to get it in this set. I thought it better to get them at a discounted price since I am running low on them. These are the bigger sizes, so I thought might as well pick them up during the sale, and they're huge and they smell good, and I think they work really well. If you have naturally curly hair that you wear curly sometimes, I would recommend these. I think they work really well. Already, I think you save 20 bucks buying it in this bundle, but then with the sale % off, I mean, you save even more. So this is the first thing I picked up. Let's go ahead and move into skincare. I did buy a lot of skincare. The first actually is this little sample of the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream by Sol de Janeiro. I've actually already used this. I held off on using most of these products. I think there was only like 3 products that I used, but I did my best to try and not use so that they were all fresh to show you. But I have been using this actually quite a few times. Every time I take a shower, I put it kind of all over my body, and so far I've really been loving it. I love the way it sinks into the skin and it makes everything feel just good. So if I use this up and end up loving it, I'll probably repurchase because so far I really like it. It is expensive, but it is pretty good so far. So this next product I am so excited about. I talked about this in my wish list, and then I ended up picking it up, and it is the Foreo Luna Mini 2, and I was originally going to pick up the Luna Mini in the purple, but they didn't have that in my JCPenney Sephora, so I ended up just picking up the mint one in the level 2. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is between the 2 of them, but I'm very excited to finally have this. I currently use the Clarisonic, which is not cruelty-free. This is cruelty-free, so I'm excited to be able to make that swap for a cruelty-free version, and if I end up loving this, you will see it in a future favorites video or something to that nature. Very, very excited about this. Something else that I picked up is by Sunday Riley. This is the Martian Mattifying Melting Water Gel Toner. I actually got this previously in a set like a year ago, maybe during the spring sale last year. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's when I got it. It was during the spring VIB sale last year, and I loved it, used it up, and then for some reason didn't repurchase it during the fall, but I'm repurchasing it now because I do not currently have a toner in my collection, or in my regimen, or in my collection at all actually, and I love this. I think it works really well. So it instantly transforms from a cooling gel to a water toner as it clarifies, removes oil, and visibly tightens pores for clear matte skin. I have very oily skin, so this works really well for me. It is for oily, acne prone skin. So I picked this up, and I'm very excited to have it back in my collection, and I hope that it lasts me until the next VIB sale because my goodness, this is expensive. Another repurchase that I picked up is by Pharmacy. This is the Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I currently use this to take my makeup off at the end of the day. I absolutely love it. This is my go-to cleansing balm. I double cleanse every day, so I use this to take off the first layer of makeup, and then I go in with another cleanser and then do a deep clean. I love this. I think it works really well. It doesn't leave a weird residue on your skin. It really breaks down the makeup. Oh, look at that. It's also won an Allure Best of Beauty for 2017. So that's gotta say something good too, right? I also picked up this kit by Herbivore. It is the True Blue Skin Clarifying Duo. And this comes with 2 different products. It comes with the Resurfacing Clarity Mask and the Lapis Balancing Facial Oil. I don't know why, but this brand really drew me in. I love picking up deluxe size samples of new products that I'm interested in trying so that I can not commit the full price. I can try more than one thing, and then if I like it, then typically I'll pick it up during the next sale that happens, which is what happened with that Sunday Riley toner. I picked up a smaller version and then loved it so much that I picked up the bigger version. So I'm actually really excited to have these. I love the aesthetic of these products. They are made for oily and acne prone skin and redness prone complexions, which I definitely fit all of those. So I'm hoping that they can do some work for me. I'm not sure when I'll be able to use these because I did purchase a lot of skincare. So I want to make sure I don't open something and then it goes bad quickly. So don't worry, I have that in mind. But a lot of these products I can use in conjunction with each other. Like a mask I can use a couple times a week. And then the oil, I do have a couple oils maybe that I picked up. So we'll have to see when I'm able to fit that in. But I'm very excited to try this, and if I love it, I will let you know. All right, so my last skincare items I bought 2 of because it made sense to me. So I am a big fan of Drunk Elephant. Well, the things that I've tried from Drunk Elephant. And I had planned on picking up the Sephora Day Serum and the TLC Glycolic Night Serum. Are they both serums? I'm not actually sure. Right before the VIB sale started, Drunk Elephant released kits. These kits right here, these are the acid trip kits, and I bought 2 of them. Now, let me explain why, because you might think, oh my god, that is a lot of money. And I mean, you're not wrong, okay? You're definitely not wrong. But I did the calculations, and these are the products you get inside. You get the Sephora Day Serum and the Glycolic Night Serum, and then 2 additional products. There's 0.5 fluid ounces of the TLC and 0.5 fluid ounces of the Sephora. These were the 2 products that I was interested in buying the full size of. The full size comes with 1 full fluid ounce. So in buying 2 of them, I get my 1 full fluid ounces. And the cost difference between buying these 2 kits and these 2 full-size products turned out to be $25.50 after the sale. So for $25.50 more, I was able to get a full 1 ounce of the Sakari maybe? Baby facial. Is this like a lotion? I'm actually not sure. I think this is a lotion. It's just a baby facial. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's won some awards. It has really good reviews. I was already interested in trying it, so I get 1 full fluid ounce of that. And then I also get, I think, a total of just over a ½ an ounce of the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. I did get another oil. Look at that. So for $25.50, it made sense just to get the 2 kits for me so that I was able to try this product. And I've already tried this product. It works all right for me. And I also plan on using this down the neck, the chest, and the back of the hands, because those are places where it shows your age quite a bit, so I need to get some skincare going on those areas. So I'm really excited to have gotten these and to be able to try out some more products from Drunk Elephant, because the other 2 products in here, the TLC and the Sephora, I love and I think have been working wonders for my skin while I had them in my collection, and now I have them again in my collection, so I'm extra excited. And I get these cute little kind of boxes. I mean, it has, ooh, look, I can peel. What's underneath? Oh, that's cool. So you peel off this kind of information guide, and then it looks like you just have this decoration on the back so that you can't really tell it's Drunk Elephant. You can repurpose this box, which is neat. Alex actually was really excited when I ordered this. He was like, can I have one? And I was like, sure. So I bought 2 of these. It was expensive. It was an investment, but for $25.50 more than what I was going to spend, it made the most sense for me. And hopefully, or maybe not hopefully, I like that Sakari, God, I can't speak. Sakari baby facial. So yeah, those were my last 2 skincare items. I think before moving into makeup, I have a couple of tools-ish here. I did repurchase a beauty blender because it's always good to have one on hand. And then I also bought a blender cleanser solid. I have already used this because I wanted to clean my brushes. I mean, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to tell that I used it, and it probably doesn't even matter, but I bought this. I think it works really well and cleanses brushes and beauty blenders really well. So I think it was definitely a good thing to pick up during the sale. All right, finally moving into the most exciting part, the makeup I picked up. And I definitely picked up more makeup than I originally thought I was going to pick up, but I'm very excited about everything I ended up getting, so let me share that with you now. So I actually ended up picking up a total of 3 foundations. Yes, three foundations. Is it excessive? No, and let me tell you why. Because I'm using up so many foundations this year. I've already used up 2, maybe just 1, and I've almost used up another 2. But there's definitely a lot that I'm hoping to get out of my collection, either via project pan or just using up ones that are really, really low in product and I just need to use up the rest of them. And so I'm very excited to have these 3 products in my collection. So the first one that I actually talked about in my Sephora wish list is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, and I picked this up in the shade Alabaster. I have used this before and I love it. One thing I will say is that if you've tried this and it hasn't worked for you, try it if you haven't already without a primer. So the first time I ever tried it, I used several different primers. It wouldn't work for me and I gave up on it. And then I don't know what inspired me, but then I was like, well, maybe I just can't use a primer with it. So I didn't use a primer with it. And it worked amazing, and I loved the way it looked on my skin. The one downfall about this foundation is that you don't get very much product in here at all. Yeah, you only get 0.25, I think, fluid ounces, which is like a quarter of what you normally get in a foundation. So it's pretty expensive. It's not a lot of product, but I really, really like this foundation and think it works really well for me. I use it during the work week. I kind of just draw it on my face, blend it in, and it works well, and it lasts pretty all right on my skin. So that was the first foundation I picked up online, and then I went into my store because I knew that they had this foundation and I was hoping they had it in my color, and they did, and that is the new Cover FX Power Play foundation, and I got mine in the shade N20. This is what it looks like. It does come in this like plastic container, and then it has this squeezy tube. I think I've actually used this once and it was like a perfect, look at that, it was like a perfect match to me. So I was so excited that it was just such a good color on me, and it lasts really well on my skin. I do think that I could use a moisturizing primer under this. I have noticed that my forehead has been getting some dry spots, which is very abnormal for me because normally I am very oily everywhere. I think it's because I've not been using very good skincare right now because I kind of ran out of everything all at once, and so I'm really glad to have gotten some of this skincare now and kind of amp up my skincare game, which will hopefully help with all of the stuff that's going on with my face. But very excited to have picked this up. The last foundation that I picked up I got in my last Sephora order, my last online order, only because they didn't have my color in stores. So I had been looking for a powder foundation, either just to kind of try using on its own or to use to touch up during the day. And I wanted something that had really good reviews and was kind of heavy so that my oils didn't like break through really hard. So after doing that research and asking around, I ended up going with the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation. Now, I do not like her foundation. I don't even remember what it's called, the Lock-It Foundation maybe. It was too much for my skin. I didn't really like the way it looked on me, but I heard really good things about this powder foundation, so I'm hoping this works for me. I got mine in the shade Light 44, so I mean, if you're unfamiliar, it's just basically a powder foundation. It's been a really, really, really long time since I've used a powder foundation, so I'm really excited to try this out and use it and let you know my thoughts. I also really like the packaging. I just think it's so pretty and just very luxe looking. So that was the last foundation that I picked up. So I had finished shopping in Sephora and I was waiting for Alex to come meet me so that I could show him what I was getting before I checked out. Not that it really mattered because it's not like he would have told me to put something back or something like that. I just wanted to show him before I checked out. And while I was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting because he wasn't showing up. He showed up like 15 minutes after I had everything in my little basket. I was ready to go, ready to check out. He just took his sweet time coming to Sephora and meeting me. So while I was waiting and waiting and waiting, walking around my small JCPenney Sephora, I added this to my bag. And this is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This is the one thing where I was like, did I really need it? And I mean, honestly, did I really need any of this? Probably not. But, you know, I'm a big fan of skincare, big fan of beauty and makeup and stuff like that. So that's just like a whole nother argument. But anyways, back to this. I had been wanting to pick up a clear brow gel or some kind of brow gel because I haven't had one in my collection for a really long time. I wasn't gonna pick this up, but again, I was waiting. So I just picked it up, threw it in my cart, ended up buying it. I haven't used it yet, but I am excited to have a brow gel to use again and see if I like them, if I don't like them, if they do anything noticeable for my brows. I mean, like, They're looking pretty snatched today, in my personal opinion. We'll see if I end up using this and if I end up liking it. That's the one thing that I was like, I probably didn't need it, but like I picked it up anyway, so it's fine. Moving on to the last few products, some of the more exciting products. I mean, it's all exciting to me, but the first is a blush by Ciate. It is the Glow 2 Illuminating Blush Long Wear Skin Brightening Blush. How many times can I say blush? And this is in the shade In Too Deep. I also talked about this in my Sephora VIB sale wish list, and look at how cute this packaging is. So this is what the outside packaging looks like, and let me open it up, and this is what the inside looks at. Look at how cute that is. Oh, I love this. I think this is so cute, and like I'm seriously going on a no buy after this because I just spent too much money in the last 2 weeks. I mean, not too much. I save my money, I prepare for sales, but I still, like, it's a lot. It's a lot of money to spend all at once, and especially after getting all of this, I do not need any more makeup. But someday in the future, I would like to pick up more of these. That opinion's solely based on the packaging and the way it looks in the pan. I don't know how these perform yet. I haven't tried them, so I mean, if they are just crap, then obviously I won't pick any more up. But I think this is super cute, and I'm very excited to try it. And the color, it's like a purple color, so I'm really hoping it doesn't look like a bruise on my cheek, but I think it could look really pretty with some eye looks. I did pick up one more blush, and this is also something that I had in my Sephora VIB sale wish list, and this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Mood Exposure. So I'm sure that many of you are familiar with what these look like. They just look like this. They look very luxe, very expensive, very sleek, and this is what the shade looks like that I bought. Here's a nice close-up of that. I think it's such a good everyday wearable shade. Again, it's in the shade Mood Exposure. I'm very excited to finally have a single of one of these in my collection, just because this looks like a shade that I could wear every day almost with mini eye looks. So this is the second to last makeup item that I picked up in the Sephora VIB sale. And the last product that I picked up is actually by Viseart. Yes, the one and only very highly priced brand Viseart, and it is one of their Theory palettes. I already have one of these in my collection. I have the Minx palette, and then I decided to pick up the Amethyst palette. If you watched my Sephora recommendations and wishlist video, you know that I talked about how Emily Noel raved about these palettes, specifically the Amethyst palette. She said it was the best purple eyeshadow palette that she's ever used, so I was like, well, that's quite the statement, so I'm gonna pick it up because I love these palettes for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like their packaging, they're sleek, they're a good brand. These are what the shades look like. Oh, they just are so pretty. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this, and I'm very excited to have this in my collection. The last couple things that I want to mention are some 100-point perks that I picked up. The first is by Stila. It is the mascara in Extreme Lash mascara. I'm not sure if that's actually what it's called, but it's this gold one. I don't really have a lot of backup mascaras, so I thought I would give this one a try. I also picked up this little skincare item by Tarte. It is their Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Makeup Removing Gel Cleanser. I have tried a few things from the Tarte skincare line, and I've really liked, I think, all of them that I've tried, and so I thought I would pick this up while I had the opportunity and see if I like it or if I don't like it or what I think of it. And then finally, something I'm very excited to have picked up is a 100-point perk. I got the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. It's just this little kind of sample size. I think you get 0.14 fluid ounces in here, so not that much, but I do really like this primer. It is very expensive. It's Hourglass, so that's to be expected. But yes, that is the other and last 100-point perk that I bought. Phew! So that is everything that I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale. I know it's a lot. Again, I prepare for the sale. I save up for the sale. I put a lot of thought into almost everything that I buy except that brow gel, which I mean wasn't that expensive. It's one product that I wasn't really intending on buying, and then, you know, was like, hey, I've been wanting one of these anyways. I'm waiting around. Might as well pick it up. I'm very excited to try these products out and share with you what I think, so definitely subscribe to know my thoughts on some of these products. If you shopped the VIB sale, what did you get? Let me know down in the comments below. Is there any of these products you'd like some more information on, or you would like to see in a video or something like that? Let me know down in the comments below. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, but also, like, just take a look at what's happening down on my lap. Just hello. Hey, you wanna say hi to everybody? Hi, just hanging out with mom as she films. Just being a real snuggle. Also, please ignore all of the junk that's on the ground right now because, yeah, that's definitely cute. Okay, bye.